Hey guys, and welcome to my base from Titancraft Season 1. I've been kind of excited to show this off and be here again, bringing back some old memories. So, hope you guys enjoy. Okay guys, and to get started, here's the entrance, obviously, the front. And this is before sea lanterns were readily available, like they are now, for us Titancrafters. And you can kind of see my inspiration is the kind of fantasy mystical kind of thing, and I was just kind of just starting to develop my style of paths and trees and just landscaping in general. And these were the first custom trees I ever attempted here, kind of kind of all over the place, aren't they? And you know, if I had to do it again, of course I would, you know, add it wouldn't be, the canopy for the trees wouldn't be so solid as it is now, you know, and I'd have, you know, fence gates sticking out making it look like branches and stuff. But for my first tree, I don't think that's too bad, you know. And it was before I thought of putting you know, stairs and slabs, dark oak stairs and slabs in to cover up the inside, the rings of the tree. You know, this was my dark oak farm right here. This highly evolved dark oak farm here. And when I first made this base, I started with this wall, with the wall and these and the corners. And then as I kind of got done with the base, I thought it needed something else, and so I added these pillars. And these pillars, you know, you come here with the water flowing down and everything, with the hole in the middle and everything. I just wish that, you know, I'd use some pozzle on these paths. And this is before I started using grass as well on paths, and you know, because I think the grass it adds a lot, because it just looks plain. And you know, here's a little kind of like a moat little deal here, and my fountain. I love to make fountains in Minecraft. I think this was the first one I ever did, actually, in survival anyways. This is all done in survival. And you know, my little paths around and my flowers and all that good stuff, and very naturey. I knew what I wanted. It was just hard for me to kind of get. I was running out of space because I needed more area. But I still think this worked out pretty well. And so I can take it down to my storage room, and this is the only corner. All the corners go down until kind of like the main area. But oh, didn't finish this one. What is going on? Oops. Did I do the other ones? Nope. Look at Caable being lazy. Slacking. Anyways, over here, this was the one has my storage room in it. Not very advanced with redstone, but it got the job done. And I didn't want to use signs because I'm pretty sure signs can add lag. So just kind of went by memory of where everything was, and I couldn't tell you where everything is now. Not by a long shot. Anyways, let's go down to the main part here. And everything was very, you know, just natural. And this was before I started adding, you know, the andesite. That's just the natural andesite from where I dug it out. And, you know, just sugar cane and the crops, you know, to add a little life to it. And at the time, I only thought about using jungle leaves for these on the sides, or for the lighting. And now I like to use the jungle leaves and acacia and spruce. And of course I use acacia logs on the sides now when I do like stonework and stuff, and I just didn't do that here. I don't know, I just hadn't thought about it yet because I was still like I said, I was still really developing my style. But here's underneath, and this is when I've really started getting into Minecraft for real, like playing in survival. I didn't even know what a beacon was when I first started this season. And so I dug all this out without a beacon. Yeah. And I went through many tools, because this is before mending, I think. Was it? I can't remember. But anyways, this is the main area for the main. You know, this will take you down to the different areas. And kind of, I wanted to, you know, I wanted these entrances and stuff to actually just kind of blend into the walls a little bit. You know, I could have done a little bit of a better job, but I still think for my first attempt at a survival base, I think this was pretty good. Now, let's go to probably my favorite room, and this is the auto farms, the auto farms over here. And then, you know, at the time I liked these kind of farms where you just kind of pull the lever and have the water, see if it still works. Oh, it does. Look at that. And the water streams will take it to an automatic sorter, which I will show you guys in a little bit. Oh. Yeah, anyways. And of course the mirror effect here. This is the first one I ever did, and it sold me on them. I really like this. It took forever. I mean, I basically had to build this room twice. You know, once up there and once on the reverse. And it was tough to do it on reverse. You know, I tried to be as close to the original as I could. You know, and I almost got some, like up here, there's my cows. My little cow farm that I think this cow farm Tango came up with a long time ago. I couldn't even tell you which episode it was. And but I even thought about putting cows down here just in case you caught them and naming them dinner bone, and so they'd be flipped upside down. But I really don't think you'll see them. And actually an auto chicken cooker. Hey, look at that! Just sprouting quadruplets. And my auto sugarcane farm. And now, if you guys really want to have your mind blown, I'll show you some redstone, some Caable redstone. 1 second. Oh, nope. There we go. You guys are ready to have your minds blown. Whew. Look at this. I was just first started learning redstone here. You know, got my redstone towers. I think these are actually on bud switches. I think that's what this is over here. Pretty sure it is. I couldn't even tell. I honestly can't remember now. Anyways, follow it over here. That's my auto chicken cooker. There we go. Move my redstone line. Oh no, it's not a bud switch. It's a etho clock. It's on an etho clock. That's what it is. You know, there's my etho clock right there. And I also have it activated so when I have an item elevator right here, it takes it all up, and I'll go over to the storage area here in a little bit. I have it hooked up to light, so I knew when something was going up the elevator here. See if we can catch it. And it's broken. I guess that's to be expected. But the lights would flash up as things were traveling up. So there's all my dogs. So here is the food storage area over here. You know, everything gets auto sorted into its own thing. And I remember I had a heck of I first started playing around with water streams too, and had a heck of a time. I things kept getting stuck in the hopper that didn't fit, you know, that wasn't sorted into the right one. They would get stuck in the hopper, so I figured I had to put the things on the edge and show you that. They come in right through here. And I remember I had to play around with this. It took me a long time to figure this out, to get it to where they would go all the way around here. You know, lots of hoppers. Feel bad for having all the hoppers, but hey, I don't think that's even. It's just a small part of what some people had on this server. I can tell you that. And then there's some storage area. Now for my villager trading. That was up here. There we go. My villager trading hall. And this was before I realized I didn't need all these spots, because I was gonna I originally was going to put like 2 in each spot, you know, and just one for just about anything I could think of. And I realized all I needed to do was get the main ones here. So that's what I did. You know, decorated it up a little bit. This room, I think this is the last room I added, and before I called the base done inside. It took me 3 or 4 days to do this room, but I've always been really happy with this room. Actually, I just like the way that these, like the ceiling comes down like there with the water in the middle. Might have to do something like that again in a future base. I have ideas for. And then, you know, I just overall this room, I think, I remember the first time I walked in here, after I had been done with it, completely done with it, I just kind of dropped my own jaw with work that I did. So, and then like the next little outcropping over here, and I tried to make it kind of spider-like for these paths. You know, they kind of went in different ways and everything. And I definitely wouldn't do these paths the same way as I did them, you know, but as I did them here, I would add a lot more detail in now. There's another portal is at the bottom, and I remember at the time there was a bug with the nether portals. Whenever you come through, every once in a while you'd be set on fire, and I thought that maybe it was because it was actually teleporting me exactly where it was on the nether, and then moving me to my other portal. So I tried to move it above the fire line, and it was still happening. I think an update eventually happened. I can't remember which one, but yeah. And then here's the bottom of the cave here. You know, just kind of making it look really natural, you know, my normal style. The only thing I would do different is I would use a bunch of different leaves. It really does give better depth, and I kind of explained that in one of my tutorials, and if you guys want to watch those, you can go back and find them on my channel. So here we go. Oh yeah, one more thing, this little area over here. I was really proud of this too when I did it. It's hard to get. I mean, now if I would have been using the cobble like I do now, with using the cobble stairs and walls and the slabs, I could really make this look really good. Kind of, you know, almost makes me just want to go back in and add it. Just can't help it. And then my little smelting area that I did myself. And watch out, man, there's some more Caable redstone coming at you here. I'll show you. I couldn't tell you how it works now. I haven't got a clue. And all I know is it didn't load very evenly, but for the most part it got the job done. You know, I'd have to finagle it around a little bit to get it to where I wanted to, and this is where I actually came up with the idea of just having, instead of looping it around, just having it at the other end here where it drops off. I have it come up, and then I have it just fall back down on the track over here. And that was loading the items to be smelted. This over here was for the fuel. It's the same load up, so the same principle with the heart dropping down. But that was the first time I really did anything complicated with redstone. Well, to me it's complicated. I'm sure to a lot of you that redstone comes naturally, but to me it surely doesn't. But yeah. Oh, one more thing about this up here. These pillars right here, I took these pillars, you know, I took pictures, what pictures I had of these pillars, and I recreated them on my season 3 base, which I will be showing off eventually. And I wanted to pay a little tribute to the different seasons. And my season 2, there's part of my season 2 base that I put on my season 3 base as well. So that's about all I got for my base. But I remember I was really proud of this when I got done. I mean, there wasn't many people playing at the time, and I would just sit propped up here right on this spot right here, and I would just stare out this way. Just stare out. You know, most of the time I was the only person on, and I would just stare out here and just be happy here and watching TV or something. But anyways, that's all I got, and I hope you guys enjoyed the tour. I know I really did. Being back here was amazing. Have a good day, guys. Bye.